All right, everybody, what's up? Happy Thursday. Super excited to be here. I got some extra training for you guys today, and I'm ready to rock it. All right, you guys ready to rock it in this studio? If you are, I'm ready to rock it here. I don't know how many of you guys have been to the bottom of Clickx website and saw the agency scale calculator. All right, if you've seen it, you can leave it in the comment. I'll see it. Give me a thumbs up. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, on the bottom of the Clickx website, if you scroll all the way down, I'm going to do it real quick. You'll see right here, there's a quiz. You'll see an agency scale calculator. That's what I want to talk about today. I get so many questions from you guys saying, hey man, how do I make 10K, 20K, 50K? Well, I'm going to show you mathematically how to do that. All right, so there's no longer confusion. Look guys, if you have a salesperson that's not, really cutting it for you, you don't talk about the issue or the problem with it. You just go straight to the math. How many calls are you making? What are you talking to them? How many offers are you giving? And how many voicemails are you leaving? How many email follow-ups? It will start to tell you a story of how that person is going to do. It's pure numbers. All right, that's what I've been taught to lead. It's purely numbers. So this scale calculator was built when I was working with agency owners just like yourself. They were struggling, and I needed to really backtrack. Where is the drop-off, right? Where is the drop-off? How do we fix that in your sales funnel so that you can make not just 5, 10, 15, hopefully way more than that, okay? So if you have this, I'll put this in the description so you can have a link to this page. It's clickx.io/agency-scale-calculator, okay? I'm gonna take it from the top. The number one thing that we have in the calculator is the number of appointments that you need to be doing per day. All right, it's per day, not per week, not per month. So let me ask you a question. How many people did you talk to yesterday? If agency growth is your number one job, that means you're doing this full time for yourself. How many people did you talk to yesterday? And be honest with yourself. Did you talk to one person? Did you talk to two? Did you talk to three? Did you talk to four? And in the calculator on the webpage, we just defaulted to 2. You could put any number you want, all right? In fact, the more people you talk to, the more money you're gonna make. It's just numbers, you guys. It's numbers, and numbers never lie. So let's just say you talk to 4 people. Look, you could put 1 if you want to, it doesn't matter. I'm just showing you how the calculator works so you can figure out your bottleneck and start scaling your business, okay? So, and typically salespeople work 5 days a week, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and 4 weeks in a month. And I say, you're not working Saturday and Sunday. I know some of you guys are ready to work Saturday, Sunday, midnight, 2 a.m., whenever. No, I need you to really treat it like a business. So if you're doing this full time, you got 20 working days. And if you're doing this part-time, there's nothing wrong with it. Instead of 4, just put 2, all right? Or you could say, I can only take 1 call a week. It doesn't matter. Your numbers are your numbers. But if you're doing it as a full-time business, you have 80 appointments in the course of a month. Now, if you don't have any appointments, then this is where we stop and say, well, I got to get you some appointments. All right. So if you don't have any appointments, if you actually, and you're honest with yourself and say, Solomon, I had 0 appointments yesterday. I had 0 appointments the day before. My friend, we need to stop right here and help you figure that out. I got to teach you how to generate leads, booked appointments on your calendar using cold emails, using Facebook group, all the free stuff. Then you get on to building, Facebook ads and Instagram ads, YouTube ads to get booked appointments on your calendar. All right, this is where we need to stop for you. But some of you guys have booked appointments. Some of you guys have leads coming in. Some of you guys have referral networks. You already figured that out. So I'm going back to this so I can really show you how the numbers work, okay? So far you're with me? 80 appointments, is that realistic in the course of an entire month? Absolutely. And in my world, 80, that sounds like a small number. All right, I hope I can talk to more people. 4 appointments a day, that's 2 in the morning, go to lunch, 2 in the afternoon. You got so much time left in the day, you should be able to get another 3 or more booked appointments in my world, all right? Now you want qualified appointments, you just want to talk to random people. You want qualified appointments. So we're gonna talk about qualification next. Let's say the people that you talk to, 50% of them, this is a sliding scale, all right? You can say 100% of them are qualified or X percentage is qualified. I just put 50% for the sake of this automated agency scaling calculator. It's basically saying that of the 4 people you talk to, 2 aren't a fit. They're not going to buy anything. It doesn't matter. But 2 of them, I have a pretty good chance of closing. That's all it is. It's not actually closing. I have a good chance. If I nurture them, if I put a proposal in front of them, they have the need, right? They have budget. They have the authority to buy it. I should be able to get this deal. All right, that's what it's doing. So if that's the case, then you have to move to the next step. And that's saying, hey, Mr. Prospect, when can we jump on a call? So let me show you a couple of options on what we do here at my agency name to help you further the stuff that we talked about. Now, if you need to know how to take a sales call, the need assessment, all that stuff, please, by all means, like, this whole community is about growing and scaling agency. And if you don't know what training you need, we'll happily send that to you. But I'm assuming that you know how to take a sales call and then turn them into a proposal, right? This is a calculator. This is not about me teaching you how to take a sales call. This is about you looking at the numbers so that you understand exactly where the money lies, okay? So now I'm saying, hey, Mr. Prospect, let's jump on a call. What does Tuesday look like? Today is Thursday. We got one more day tomorrow. I'm a little tied up because I've booked appointments from day to night. So if you want to talk next week, sounds good to me. Monday, Tuesday, what day works for you? Get that booked appointment for next Tuesday. And now I'm going to present them a proposal. Does that make sense? So here we go. So again, we have 2 proposals a day because if you just follow the math, 2 appointments, 50% of them unqualified, 50% are qualified. You might be asking, Solomon, how do I get more qualified appointments? That's what we went through. If you're doing more cold outreach and more cold things and not warm inbound things, you're going to have more unqualified. All right. So if you do more warm things, like everything we do is all inbound. I don't do much outbound. So most of my appointments are inbound. People find us, people Google us, people get referred by us, coaches and consultants all over the world recommend us, all right, including Grant Cardone. So if you want inbound, it's way easier, but it's going to take a little bit of time to build that up, right? Watch yesterday's training. It was momentum. You need to get some momentum so you start getting inbound. But if you're doing more cold, you're going to get more unqualified prospects, which is okay. You need some meetings to really hone in on your systems, your niche, your offer, and so on. All right. Eventually, if you start spending money on it, you'll start getting inbound qualified prospects who are interested in working with you, who are pre-framed to understand that you're the expert, and they just want to give you their money, solve the problem. They have a pain. Take my money and go fix this for me. That's what you really want at the end of the day. And that's when you get 70% qualified appointments, all the way to 100% if you look at one channel. Okay. But if you're doing appointment setting, anything like that, you're going to get more unqualified. So 50% is literally a good place to be, because I'm saying, hey man, half the people you talk to aren't going to be a fit. Throw them away. Let's work on the other half. Is that good? It's going to make the pessimistic and the optimistic agency owners that are listening to me right now be happy. Okay, good. If that's the case, we have 2 proposals a day. 2 proposals a day. So let's make it the whole lunch and the not lunch. First thing in the morning, you got a couple appointments and you have a proposal. Go to lunch, you have a proposal and more appointments. So far, you're with me. This is just basic math. I'm not even saying you as the agency owner have to do the calls. Man, there's so much resource. You can hire somebody to do them. But I'm just looking at the math. It doesn't matter who does it. I don't take a lot of sales calls. We have salespeople doing that, but I still look at the math. The math doesn't lie. All right, so if you're like, I don't want to take sales calls, I'm scared, don't worry about it. Just let me show you the numbers, all right? And you're probably going to want to take some sales calls once I show you the numbers. So given that, you have 2 proposals. Now just do the same exact math. That's 40 in the course of a month. That's 40, you guys. That's 50%. I cut it off. So somebody's like, man, I don't know if I can get 50%. Well, change to 30%. Change it to a percentage that makes you happy. All right, this is just a calculations on how you can scale. So if you're doing 2 proposals, which is not a lot, if you think about how much time there is in an 8-hour day, 2 proposals, what are you doing with the rest of the time? That's what I want to know. I hope you're prospecting. All right. I hope you're talking to people. I hope you're on LinkedIn making connections. I swear to you, that's what you need to be doing. And so if you're doing that, same 20 days in a whole month, you're talking to 40 people. All right. If right now is where your challenge is, this is the time to stop, right? So Solomon, I took a lot of sales calls, but I cannot turn them into proposals. Then that's where we need to work on for you. See, I told you, this is how I reverse engineer where the bottleneck is for agency owners. So if you're struggling to get them to the proposal call, we may need to work on your offer. We may need to help you build a bigger, valuable offer that they're like willing to take that proposal call. Or I might have to teach you a couple things about sales. All right, I hope to do a 5-day challenge on sales. Last time when we did it, everybody wanted it. I haven't had the time to really prep it, but I think that's what we may need to work with you on. And if that's you, that's perfectly fine. Just comment, DM, whatever you need, so we can get you some training on how to build that for you, okay? Now, if you're taking 40 calls, that's a pretty good number. If I had a sales rep, if I were to hire a sales rep tomorrow, this exact math is all I want them to do. I don't want them to do more than 80. I don't want them to do more than 40 proposal. Because there is a point in time when you talk to too many people, you start losing track. You're like, I don't know who Bob is. I don't know who Mike is. I forgot what Mike's business is. You do not want to be in that position. You want to know your prospects as close as your friends, right? As close as some of your best friends. You want to know what they like. You want to know what they don't like. You want to make sure what you put in front of them is directly correlated to the vision that they told you in the initial call. You don't want to have too many prospects. So what you're going to do is you're going to start rambling and not actually close the deal because you have too much going on. Mentally, you're not ready. So you need to figure out where that sweet spot is. I'd rather you take 10 calls and close all 10, like 10 proposal calls, than to take 70 and close 20. It doesn't make any sense, okay? So if you're struggling with that, great, no problem. It's fixable, you guys. It's fixable. It is fixable. Getting leads, fixable. Getting proposal, fixable. Trust me, it's fixable. Believe in yourself. This year, change it up. Don't give up yet, all right? And let's just talk about the retainer. This part is the best part. I talk about retainer. Look at that 7 reasons to start an agency in 2022 video. Retainer is uber important. Some of you are so scared to put a big offer in front of people. So scared. What are you scared about? You scared they don't have money, or you scared that you can't put a big offer because you're just not ready to do that? Yeah, right? Okay, so I put 2,500, but let's just say I put 5,000. I'm already getting people getting, oh my God, Sam, that's like a big number. I've never seen those big numbers. Well, this year, don't be scared of big numbers. Is that, can I get some thumbs up on that? This year, please do me a favor. Don't get scared of big numbers. If big numbers scare you, you're not going to make big investments. I'm telling you right now, if big numbers scare you, you're not going to make big investment. You're not going to get big returns either. All right, so I put a $3,000. For those of you that are too scared to put a 5K offer in front of somebody and is stuck in the $1,500 retainer world, $3K for me. Please do me a favor. If you go to the homepage of Clickx website, we say if you don't sell a $2,000 product a month, we're not a good fit. So if you're doing 300, 400, 500, 600, 800, 1,200, 1,500, 1,750, I think you're in poor land. Because at the end of the day, you're talking to the wrong prospects. They're not going to get you to where you want to go. I swear to you. There's plenty of them out there, but leave it to the other agency owners, the uneducated ones that are okay with doing $1,500 retainers all day, every day. I'd like you to move towards 2K or more starting today. I just gave you the permission to increase your price because I care about you that much. Because if you don't make any money, you're not going to invest into your agency, and your agency isn't going to make any money. All right? And if you really don't know how to do that, you got to niche down and put an offer in front of people that they cannot say no to. Please. And that's how you go to 3, 4, 5, 6 and up. All right? So, $3,000. Look at this. Monthly recurring revenue, guys. $60,000. I'm sure some of you are like shocked because you didn't do your math yet. Oh my God. Because I'm just trying to get to this amount. I'm just trying to get to that amount. And if you really wanted to, we only show month 1 and month 2 and month 3. Month 4, month 5, month 6, you do the math, but you got to execute. All right, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back for you unbelievers. If you're not taking 4 sales, if you don't have 4 appointments a day, these aren't sales calls. Like, hey, connect calls. What I talk about in our Clickx whole community, connect calls. You send them an email, they like it, say, hey, can we jump on a call, learn more about you, and show you what we do and see if there's a fit. Very, very top of, like, nothing. We're not getting married yet. It's not even a date. Just trying to see if we like each other. All right? And then the next one is where we get a little deeper and saying, hey, based on what we talked about last time, here's what we've done. Hey, if you don't have case studies, Clickx got plenty of case studies for you. If you don't have a funnel, Clickx got plenty of funnels for you. If you don't have client portfolio, we got plenty of portfolio for you. You show those things to the people. hey, based on what you talked about, here's a couple examples of what we've done for customers. Here's a couple of XYZ. Here's how that campaign turned out. Here's how this campaign turned out. Does this stuff look interesting to you? And if it is, I'm happy to give you some numbers. If not, hey, don't worry about it. That's that, you know what I mean? We're not closing this deal, so it's okay. But if it is, then I can show you some numbers, what's it like to work with me and my team and all the things that we have, our reporting, anything, right? What would the next step be after here? What does my agency have to offer you? We'll happily talk about all those things. And so that's what that proposal calls, right? So if you think about it, if you're not doing 4, we're going to do that. We're going to fix that first. Let's just say you did 3. And let's just say that you have even less unqualified prospects. Does that make sense? You see what happens? The numbers go down, but I'm gonna go back to 50. Go back to 50 here. Go back to 4, my friend, because I want you to crush it in 2022. If you're not taking 4 sales calls a day, we need to talk, because that's where the problem is. Let's talk about close rate. Close rate, fixable. It's a fixable thing. Don't think you're not born a closer, so you can't make any money. Sales is the greatest profession there ever is, and it will pay you the most amount of money than any other profession you could ever find. All right? Sales. So if you want to really make a drastic difference in your life, you got to really learn this stuff that I'm talking about. Okay? So close rate is basically your ability to help somebody else make a decision, and that decision may be to work with you and program A, B, or C, right? Do-it-yourself program, done-with-you program, done-for-you program, whatever program you decide and design for your agency, that's what it is. The best closers, yeah, they're up there, but I don't want you to be an aggressive closer. We are not about aggressive closing here. We're about finding the good fit. We want customers who are going to make lifelong relationships and friendships. We're not in it just for short-term cash. So I'd rather you not be like, oh, I'm going to close 70%. No, you're going to get a bunch of crazy clients that are crazy, and they're going to drive you nuts. Okay? Don't worry about that. I'd rather you close 30% than to close 70% of bad fit. Now, some of you out there, just aggressive salespeople, fine with me. If you want to go do that, great. But I always teach to find a good fit. You want to have people that you will go out to lunch with. If you can't find those people, you need to work harder. Does that make sense? I want to be able to take any of my partners, any of my customers to lunch or more. If I can't hang out with them, not a good fit for me. All right? I'll say no to the money, but I need good relationships. So if you're closing at 30%, you guys, and I'll even shorten it. Let's just say you give them a discount. $30,000. So think about that. Go to this calculator, enter in the real numbers, enter in what percentage of your actual sales calls that you're booking are going into proposal. And if you're not, forget the proposal, forget the qualification, start at the very, very top. Start at the very top saying, you know what, my job is to get booked appointments. And I got to do whatever I got to do to get that. So if that's you, if you're struggling, let us know. This group is for you. There are agency owners that are crushing it in this group that you're in this YouTube channel you're watching, and I want you to be one of them, okay? And you need to figure out, that's me, I need to get more booked appointments. Fantastic, super excited. Now, if you're like, I can't figure out how to get them over to a sales call, then that's where we need to work on with you, all right? So go back to this thing. This will be in the description. Check it out, do some numbers, figure out where you want to land. This is not about me showing you how to make $1 billion. This is about you learning how to do numbers on customer acquisition in your agency. How many calls you need to take, how many salespeople you need to have, how many appointment setters you need to have, how many everything you need to have to get to the numbers that you're looking for. And feel free to put in the chat. So I'm trying to make 30K, man. I'm trying to take 50K. I'm trying to take whatever it is for yourself. I don't have a problem. In fact, the bigger the number you put in front of me, I had a partner come out on a call. I hope you're watching. He said his agency name had billion in it. I was like, dude, you're the first guy with $1 billion goal, and I love you, okay? Because I don't want anybody having anything less. But he had like $1 billion agency name in it. Super cool dude. But yes, he knew what he was trying to do. And I'm happy for him, because you got to know your goals before you can do anything else. So going back, go check this out. Figure out where your bottleneck is. That's what this training is all about. Is your bottleneck getting number of appointments? then you need to work on that. If your bottleneck is learning more sales techniques and building offers, or people aren't buying, then I got to teach you what you need to do to get people to buy. You're going to have to sharpen that offer of yours, really niche down and make yourself the expert that they believe in, and all the things that they have about you online all backs up the truth. Then trust me, they will become a customer. I guarantee you. There's no doubt, you guys. There's more demand for what we sell than any other industry I can think of. It's the only industry where you can be in California, have a client in Portland. You can be in Portland, have a customer in Florida. Doesn't stop you. We have customers all over the world. Our places I've never visited. How is that possible? This industry makes that possible. They don't have to be coming to you, or you don't have to be going to them. This is the industry to be in if you really want to build something, and you don't have to get out of your house or your office, and they don't have to get out of their house or their office. You guys can work together and build a real relationship, partnership, and make money both sides. All right? So some of you are like, Sami, I love what you're talking about, but I don't even have an agency yet. I'm just trying to get started. I need to get me my niche. I need to do all these things. Where do I start? Well, I'm happy that you asked, all right? Because I want this place to be a place where you can say, look, man, I have big dreams, but I don't know where to begin, and people are listening to you and cheering you. That's what I want this place to be. And I know some of these, when I say 60,000, some of you guys are scared. Hopefully 600,000 doesn't scare you, but I don't want you to not give up because you're like, 60,000. I've never done that. I make 60,000 a year. No. I don't want you to be doing that this year. The world of entrepreneurship is for you to hopefully make way more than you ever imagined, okay? So if that's you, you're like, Solomon, I need to get started. I need to start making some money. Just scroll down on the bottom of that page. You see the challenge that we're holding next week, 0 to 10K scale challenge. Go ahead and check that out. Watch the video. Find out if that's for you. I have no idea where you want to be. And go back to the calendar. Do some more math. Man, if I sell X dollar deals, let's just go by Solomon's minimum, 2,000, right? Solomon's minimum is 2,000. Don't do an agency if you're not going to charge 2,000. All right, leave it. I know freelancers are charging 2,000, guys. I know freelancers. They're not even an LLC yet. I don't know how they do it, but I want you to know if you're an agency, you're not charging 2K, we have a problem. That's the first problem I need you to do is believe in yourself and know that you're worth way more than 2,000. The value that you provide to the customer, it might be making them way more money. They can be making $100,000, all right? So go check that out. Check that out and find out. Because this morning, I came to work. My team is sending t-shirts out, you guys. Every single one of you getting a shirt. This is my uniform. If you guys didn't know, I have to wear this to work every day. But we got tons of shirts for you, all right? We're shipping them out like hotcakes. Why? Because I want you to know there's way more things out there for you this year than ever imagined, all right? Don't let 10,000 stop you, 20,000, 30,000, but I need you to know how to get there. It's like your first car. It's like your first house or the first transaction that you've ever done. Once you know how this thing works, got an appointment, all right, got to make a proposal, then I got to put it in front of them. I got to get this customer's cash, and I grow my agency. Once you do that once, it's going to click in your head. But you got to know what to do so you don't screw this up. That's what we teach you in 5 days. Guys, I don't do this for myself. I do this for you. All right? I know how to do this. You don't need to teach me how to sell anything. But I have so many of you get on my sales calls, talk to my partners, talk to the people that are taking our calls, our consultants, our partner managers, partner advisors. And they're like, I don't know how to do this yet. Well, that's why I'm doing this challenge. It's for you to make $10,000 before you ever do anything else, right? If I can't teach you how to make you money, I don't deserve any of your money. I swear to you. That's what we live here at Clickx, is to teach you what you need. We give you Facebook ads, exact ads and copy that you need to use. We got ways to generate leads and Facebook groups. We give you the cold email templates. We teach you how to take a sales call. We teach you how to niche down. We'll teach you how to build an offer, the things that our partners are paying big money for. Why? Because I want you to really know in your heart that I got this, I could do this. If I see this in this micro little, right, environment, I can scale this to whatever I want. All right, I'll never get out of the agency business. I love it that much, trust me. So t-shirts, they're going out right now. Guess what else is going out? For some of you guys, New Year's bringing you a nice box, you guys. All right, got some really fancy Clickx boxes that are going out to some of you. I don't even have room to put this up here. All right, super excited for you getting the big boxes. I hope that you get the big boxes. The more sales you do, trust me, Uncle Solomon will ship you a big box. All right, that's what I want for you. The ginormous box, they're all going out today, tomorrow, this week. Do we have enough boxes yet? I want you to know this. This is me giving you the incentive, the motivation to be able to do things that you didn't even think you were going to do this year. All right, so if you've been thinking about it, man, I need to get this agency to be $100,000 and $50,000. Dude, 0 to 10K is a name. What I teach you is principles for millions of dollars. It's not for 10K. My job is to start having you think bigger, act bigger this year. Take some big, bold actions. And you'll start seeing that towards the end of this year, you're gonna be like, dude, I'm so glad I did that in January, because in July, it's making it rain, all right? It's raining in July because I took actions in January. So if you're a sales rep, you know very well, the people that you're prospecting today is not for you to close today. It's for you to close next month and the month after, because it takes 30 days to make a B2B decision. The bigger the company you talk to, the longer they take to make that decision. So you're not prospecting today for a great January, you're prospecting today for a great February and a great March. All right, by March, if they don't buy, put them on the back burner, go find some new, fresh blood in your pipeline. So, I don't know what else to give it to you guys. I'll give you more than you'll ever give in this challenge. Why? Because I know you're capable of way more than what you think you are. Because I believe in my partners. I believe in the people in this Facebook group. This community is like 1,000 people big. If all of you go ask one person that you know love digital marketing just as much as you do, we'll be twice as much in one day. All right? So do me a favor. My job is to train you, to equip you, get you the tools. There is proposal templates. I don't know what we give in the challenge. We have so many things that we're giving. Every day you get bonuses. Every single day you get bonuses. And that's to get you to start executing. That's what I want you to do. Really get your mind on execution. This calculator I just showed you is one thing and one thing. It's predicated on one thing only. That is to help you execute. If you execute, you talk to any business owner, if they execute, do I make more money if I execute? The answer is yes. That's the only thing. It's really more for your mind than anything else. Figure out how to execute. Show up every single day for 5 days. I'm not asking you to show up for 15. I'm not asking you to create a new habit. I'm not saying 60 days. This is 5 days. By Friday, if you don't get more value than what you've invested in it, I will gladly give your money back. And you could keep the t-shirt. All right? Why? Because I love you, dude. That's what I want you to understand. So think about it. If you can figure out a way to get more money this year, and you could invest $97, I would do it all over again. I'll do it every day, because the knowledge I'm going to get is way more valuable. If I put it to practice, I can make way more money. All right, so are you ready to scale your agency in 2020? If the answer is yes, you know exactly what you need to do. Some of you guys are getting this box in the mail next week. We got way more boxes than we thought. We were trying to ship these out as soon as possible. But that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you got some comments for me. DM me. If you need any help, if you get an issue signing up, happy to do it. We'll be live next week, Monday, 10:30, right in this place. All right? And I'll see you next time.